climb on board with me, Lewis, the Mitten Pilot. So let's go fly and experience everything the Mitten has to offer.
Cessna 8637 Golf, taking runway 4. We're going to stay in the pattern, right. Alright, so always, in any intersection, taxiway to runway, runway to taxiway, doesn't matter. Clear left, clear right. We're good there. We're going to verify we're on the right runway. Alright, so I'm going to push full throttle in. I'm going to make sure that it gets up to full throttle, which it is. Notice I'm keeping the yoke down for right now, a little bit of forward pressure because the plane will want to try and climb a little too soon. You can feel the rudder steering with my feet. We're maintaining that center line. I'm looking for that 50 knots. There it is right there. See how I ease back? And the plane will fly on its own. And off we go. Want to pick up a little bit of speed. So for me, my vision is just above the horizon is the cowling. I don't know what you can see from your side, but that's where it is for me.
I can just see a little bit below.
Yeah, the horizon's just a hair below the cow. Perfect. All right, so take a peek at the airspeed indicator. You should see somewhere around 60, 63.
I see 75.
Oh, you're looking at miles an hour, which is fine. I'm looking at knots, which is on the inside ring.
Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like 60, 65.
You can use either. We can have a conversation about what we want to use on, for day-to-day use. I like the knots because of the calculations. The book, because it's old, will use miles per hour. You can, dealer's choice, really. All right, so once we get up to about 400 or so feet, which is where we are, we're going to make that left turn into the traffic pattern. And you remember the turns, obviously, from our previous lesson.
I do remember.
That's excellent. And don't forget our traffic calls when we get around here. Level out, make sure we look left. You can see the runway, that's good. We're keeping that same attitude as we go through the climb. Right in traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf. Left downwind for runway 4. We'll stop, brake. Alright, so I want to get up. Do you remember what traffic pattern altitude is here? What is it generally? Let's do it that way.
1,000 feet.
Cool, so what was our altitude before we took off?
970?
Yeah, so we'll call it 2,000.
Okay.
Oops, I'm a little bit far away. Sorry. Alright, so we have to fast forward a little bit to you've done a few of these, and now we're going to learn how to land.
Okay.
Alright, so same procedure. We're going to be careful with the mixture. It'll come out fast and turn this into a real emergency.
Because it's hot, we'll get some better performance.
Yeah, that's probably true.
We'll get just on the safe side. I'll keep it open for a second. Feels nice.
It does indeed. Alright, so we're just about at altitude. Alright, so landing. Let's talk about this. We practiced this up high. You'll recall, we slowed down the airplane. We're going to go at 1,700 RPM. Whoa, that would have been bad. We're going to get a notch of flaps. Oh, I'm going to show you a cool trick. Watch this. So, as you hold the button down, you're going to go 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. And when you let go of the flaps button, it'll be right at 10.
Oh.
Then
cool.
We're going to pitch for 70. But again, I want you to learn. Mine is about a whole hand high. That's 70. If you of the cowling to the horizon. So if you hold your hand up, you should see a distance. That's about what you're going to get. That'll get you, if you have 1,700 in here and you have 1 notch of flaps, you should get 70 right there. Again, knots indicated, not miles an hour. Where's our, oh, there's our runway. I'm a little bit right of where I need to be. Okay, hand on the controls again, just lightly, so you, again, so you can feel. We're gonna turn base. Right traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, turning left base, runway 4, full stop right. And I wanna make sure that I'm watching that speed. I don't want it to get too low. And since I know I was close and the wind is coming, I'm just gonna keep coming right around. Oh yeah, I went way too far. Look at this. This is terrible. In fact, if you ever do this and I'm not in here, just go around. Oh look, I did it too. It got stuck on my shirt.
What speed is too slow?
Do you remember the stalls? Hopefully you remember the stalls.
Well, we're kind of back to beginning.
Oh, I see. All right, so we'll talk about stalls, and but 60 is going to be a good number for this part of the approach. Okay. So we got 20 knots of flaps, 20 degrees of flaps, second notch. Try to say too many things at once. All right, so we're looking down the runway. We're crabbing a little bit into the wind. You got your hand on, you're feeling how I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Remember, the sight picture is going to be weird because the runway's really very narrow. You've just about got the runway made. Full power. It gets swirly in here.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of power. And then see how I'm pulling back? Hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. And we're a little off center line and some fun with rudders, and there you go. So we'll clean up, get the flaps out. You can feel hard on the brakes. I pull back so that it's not so much pressure on the brakes on the front wheel. And off we go. Whoa, that was exciting. That was sort of aggressive. All right, your controls to taxi us back.
My controls.
All right, so I'll work the radios. You work. We're gonna have you take off. I'll assist.
Okay.
All right, so right traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, taking runway 4. We're gonna stay in the pattern. Break. Okay, so good job looking clear right, and clear on the approach end. Pull power just a little bit because we're gonna get going pretty good here. All right, over hard right. Get lined up in the center line. A little bit bounce on the brakes. Okay, heels off the floor because we don't want to hit, or heels on the floor, sorry, so we don't want to accidentally hit the brakes, right?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Full throttle, set and indicating. You can see it's up at full throttle. We're going to maintain gentle on the rudder. A little bit of forward pressure. There you go, perfect. Well done. All right, maintain that center line. Let's look at take a peek at our airspeed. We're getting close. Okay, and then gently pull back at our rotation speed. A little bit more. Well done. And then use those rudders and your ailerons to keep us going straight. Perfectly done, especially considering it's super stupid gusty. You've got, I can see you're getting your good visual on your reference. Considering how hot it is with 2 people in here, that's excellent. Well done. Let's just keep that climb in, yep. Let's keep that climb in just a little bit. There's our attitude right there.
Okay.
It's a little bit different when we're coming out of those trees and we're just taking off. You'll remember the ground effect thing. That's causing a little bit of fun today. It's hot today. It's humid. There's 2 people. It's a tiny little airplane and it's got 17 gallons of gas or so. All right, so at 400 feet, let's make that left turn onto our crosswind. Excellent. I can see that you remembered to put it back to neutral to once you've initiated the turn. That's good. Let's keep the climb in. Remember the climbing turns? There you go. Good job. Where's that runway? Oh, we're good.
Return.
Yeah, let's turn for downwind. Good question. Right traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, turning left, downwind, runway 4, bright. Let's keep that climb in. A little bit of back pressure. Perfect. Not too much. There you go. Excellent. Now you should be able to just see from there, you should be able to see nicely the runway and fly parallel to it. Quick peek. We had 1,000 feet a minute because of some thermal at the end of the runway. That was fun.
Oh.
I recommend the one-hand maneuver so that you keep that on that throttle in case something were to go south. So I know it's uncomfortable and weird to fly with just your left hand, but you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Where is that runway? Are we getting a little close?
I don't know.
Nope, you're good. Yeah. So we're at our altitude, so we're going to pull throttle back just a little bit to cruise. Remember our cruise technique, pull throttle just a little bit, maybe a hair more, and then nose over to get to that, there you go, to our cruise attitude. And we could mess with trim, but we're going to land soon, so you can just leave it where it is if you like. Now, if I were you, I would find a visual spot on the strut of where that runway is, because that's where you want to put it when we're about half a mile away, because it looks like we're about half a mile. For me, it's at the window ledge. For you, it's maybe a third of the way up the strut or so.
Yeah, about 40%.
Okay, so here we're back at landing. I'll do one more for you.
Okay.
1700. Let the nose come down. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000 on the flaps. You'll see I'm right on my 10 degrees. That, and then I'm going to pitch for 70, which is, again, about this attitude. There we go. The wind's coming hard from our right, and I have to remember that better this time because I did not do a good job of that last time. We should be in a pretty decent descent here. Where did my runway go? Slow down a notch. All right, so this is going to be a pretty steep turn to get us all the way around. Right traffic, 8637 Golf, turning left base, runway, you can ease up a little. Turning left, runway 4, full stop right.
Oh, I thought there was something wrong.
No, that was just you gripping pretty darn good.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to come around. This is better.
Oh, are you flying or mine?
I'm still flying and demonstrating,
Oh.
remember? Oh, I thought I said that real clear.
Oh, no.
My bad. Okay, yeah, I don't want you to land quite yet. Holy mixture, where it is. Okay, so remember, we're setting up for 70 and I'm going way too fast, so I'm going to pull power, and I'm really quite high. So I'm going to get some more flaps. In fact, probably what we're going to end up doing here is going around. Maybe, we'll see. Comes down pretty quick. All right, see how I'm pointed into the wind? I'm accounting for the wind.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use rudder control to stay aligned. See how I'm using rudder to keep me going the right direction? There we go. Actually, we're going to get down just okay. It's a little sneaky when you get... Oh, that was a rough one.
Part of it is landing with the tailwind here and there from the variable wind.
Yeah,
Keeps shifting to a tailwind.
that's all right.
Probably go to a 2-2.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna get off at that end anyway. It'll help.
Man, that was a rough one.
Yeah, because it keeps going from a crosswind to a tailwind, and I think it hit a tailwind. Plane fell out on you.
Yeah. Okay. Bright traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, clear the active, taxiing back to 22. We're going to switch directions because of the wind keeps shifting.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, click that like button and make sure that you subscribe so that you can follow along with all of my Mitten Pilot adventures. Thanks for watching. See ya.